Legends of the Nativity. The Nativity, a Byzantine fresco, circa 1175. In the church of Karamlik Kilise, Cappadocia, it illustrates the apocryphal tradition that Mary gave birth in a cave attended by 2 midwives, including Salome. I believe this is a different Salome from the other story. I think. I'm not a Bible expert. So from the Protevangelium of James, chapters 18 and 20, Joseph went out to look for a Hebrew midwife in the region of Bethlehem. Now I, Joseph, was walking, and yet I did not walk. I looked up to the air and saw the air in amazement, and I looked up at the vault of heaven, and I saw it standing still, and the birds of the heaven motionless. And I looked at the earth, and I saw a dish placed there, and the workmen lying around it with their hands in the dish. But those who chewed did not chew, and those who lifted up anything lifted up nothing, and those who put something into their mouths put nothing to their mouths, but all had their faces turned upwards. And sheep were being driven, and yet they did not come forward, but stood still. And the shepherd raised his hand to strike them with his staff, but his hand remained up. And I looked at the flow of the river, and saw the mouths of the kids over it, and they did not drink. And then all at once everything went on its course again. And the midwife went in and said to Mary, "Make yourself ready, for there is no small contention concerning you." And Salome put forward her finger to test her condition. And she cried out, saying, "Woe for my wickedness and for my unbelief, for I have tempted the living God, and behold, my hand falls away from me, consumed by fire." And an angel of the Lord stood before her and said to her, "Salome, God the Lord has heard your prayer. Stretch out your hand to the child and touch him, so will healing and joy be yours." So here Salome doubted that it was an immaculate conception, or doubted the divinity of it, and her hand just was consumed by fire when she went to touch. That's the holy fire. It's interesting because just 2 days ago I was playing with my singing bowls, and it's made such hot healing energy spontaneously shoot out my wrist. I thought a fire had started under my sleeve. So the holy force is it's coming back strong with all the awakened ones. And this is another depiction of Mary and Jesus. The Rest on the Flight into Egypt by Joachim Patinier, circa 1480 to 1524. So the background depicts a medieval legend that Jesus miraculously ripened a newly sown field of wheat in order to outwit King Herod's troops. Hearing that the family had passed by when the field was sown, the soldiers abandoned their pursuit. So here's another example of how you don't need to worry about time. And the great mystery, the Lord, higher force, has a way for making up for lost time, speeding up time, stopping time. There's an element of time here. So don't worry, you're safe to rest. You're on the right path. On your journey, you must take the time to rest and not worry. It's checkmate. The castle is yours.